Fox News alert and air raids. A Fox News alert now. Air raid sirens sounding in Jerusalem, signaling a possible rocket attack aimed at the holy city. This as rockets fired from Gaza target Tel Aviv. Leland Vittert is live from the Israel-Gaza border for us right now. Leland.
And certainly, John, what we're seeing right now is a major escalation. There have never been rockets fired on Jerusalem, first time on Tel Aviv in almost 20 years, both of which are going to elicit a very strong response from Israel. Here along the border, we continue to take incoming fire, and there is an eerie feeling of sorts around here that an all-out ground offensive by Israel is imminent. There's so much talk of the Iron Dome intercepting missiles, but it's not perfect, and it doesn't work this close to Gaza, where homemade rockets fly out. There's not time. It impacted right here, just a couple of yards from a house. You see what it did to the whole barbecue area. Had there been people out here, they wouldn't have stood a chance. To give you an idea of what it would do to a person had somebody been standing out here, this is the wall of the house, and you can see where the shrapnel embedded itself all the way in there. Had this been a person, it would have just pulverized them.
We were outside the house drinking coffee. We ran inside the shelter downstairs, and we heard the bomb.
So had you been outside, this would have been inside you?
Yes.
10 seconds, that's it, life or death.
10 seconds.
We're only 400 or 500 yards from the border. We've seen a number of them driving down. You have not only the Israeli armored personnel carriers there that are moving in position, but also the giant Merkava tank. The key to this position is you see all the roads, all the trees there where they're moving these in, and all the trees are giving them a little bit of cover so they can stage these weapons without having the Palestinians be able to take a shot at them. Now, whether Israel moves those tanks and armored personnel carriers into position to fire on the Gaza Strip is still yet to be determined. The Israelis say they don't want to launch a ground offensive, but just in the past couple of hours, the Egyptian prime minister went inside the Gaza Strip to try and negotiate some type of ceasefire. That so far has not happened. Tonight, John, the airstrikes are continuing to pound away at Gaza, and at the same time, the Gazan militants are continuing to launch rockets out. Back to you.
Very tense times there. Leland Vittert covering it all.